If you're looking for MUT coins to upgrade your MUT game, go to GameRusher.com for cheap and safe MUT coins. You can use my discount code HUB at the website. Use the first link in the description down below and get that upgrade to your game. What's up, Giants fans, Hub watchers, YouTube subscribers, Twitter and Instagram followers? It's your boy Kush back at again with another New York Giants video. In today's vid, I got a couple of articles centered around the same thing here to talk to you guys about and also give you my general thoughts on the current state of the New York Giants and what I think it is, or rather what I don't even know what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's a very confusing time right now in the season as to where the Giants are headed, what they're doing and all that, and I'm gonna get to that second, because the first thing I want to talk about, I was fairly surprised about this. Literally all I did was go on Google and I looked up Evan Engram, and multiple articles popped up saying the Giants do not intend to trade Evan Engram. So the two of them I'm going to go over here is one by Giants Wire. They're the real homies, man. They provide some real good content for me to get to you guys, and then of course NJ.com, another really good website to get these types of articles on the New York Giants. So let's first go to Giants Wire. They said ever since the New York Giants selected tight end Evan Engram in the first round of the 2017 draft, fans and pundits have been waiting for the Ole Miss product to break out and become a difference maker. His size should make him a mismatch for defensive backs, while his speed should make him a mismatch for linebackers. Tools are all there. However, now in Year 4 of his NFL career, Evan Engram has still not broken out as the dynamic star the Giants thought they were getting when they took him 23rd overall. Engram has been hit by a few injuries as well as a bad case of the drops. Yeah, we know about that very much this year. It seems to be the 1 year that Evan Engram is actually quite healthy. He still hasn't fixed his drop problem that's been plaguing him since his rookie year. Engram has been a part of trade rumors dating back quite a while, and this year's trade deadline is no different. That was magnified following Evan Engram's drop in Week 7 against the Philadelphia Eagles, which cost the team a victory and added to the woes of QB DJ. Now, of course, I think I already spoke about that drop enough, even not on my channel. I even went on Philly Notion's channel last night, talked about it a little bit there. I mean, the drop cost us the game, and honestly, that's all I can say at this point. We just got to move past it. I think we all, even heading into the year, a majority of Giants fans realized that Evan Engram was not the answer at tight end for us and should be gone, whether it's a trade or we just let him go in free agency. Of course, we would rather it be a trade because we're going to get something back. But here's why Giants Wire says that might not happen, and this is per NFL Network's Ian Rappaport. Ian Rappaport said there has been some interest in Browns tight end David Njoku and Giants tight end Evan Engram, though neither team intends to move the either guy. Perhaps if they're blown away by a monster deal, but both talented young tight ends figure to stay put. And that's from Ian Rappaport. Now, I'm not sure whether this is from a tweet or I don't know if he said this on some show or something, because, you know, obviously he is on NFL Network, many of their shows. But this is something that come out, and it's something surprising to me at least. And then I think about it a little bit more, and I'm like, well, wait a minute, didn't we do something similar with OBJ? Of course, with OBJ, it was a lot more direct, because Gettleman directly said it in a press conference. We didn't sign the guy to trade the guy. I'm not sure if Rappaport is getting this, where he's getting this from, whether it's from Gettleman's camp, or the Giants organization in general. But this could go one of two ways. Either it's the truth or it's a smokescreen. Either way, I think that the Giants are definitely trying somehow, some way to look for offers for Engram, and maybe they're just not seeing something that they like right now, so they're just, you know, just staying put. Might as well trade him for something good and not something terrible. Because as much as I hate Evan Engram, and as much as his trade stock has been hurt by himself with his performances, he's definitely worth more than what Marcus Golden was traded for than a 6th round pick, and so I would definitely want to get more than that. The article continues to say, of course, as it is with any player, everyone has a price that a given GM would pull the trigger on a deal. Engram is due to make $6 million next year, which the Giants could certainly use to address holes elsewhere. That is one thing. I'm pretty sure he's still on his rookie contract. I'm not sure if it's his 4th or 5th year. This is his 4th year. What am I saying? I just said he's in his 4th year of his career. Next year, if we pick up the 5th year option, it would be $6 million. And I'm pretty sure we already picked up Jabril Peppers' $6 million. Yeah, I think we picked up Jabril Peppers' 5th-year option. And you know what? Guys, let me look this up right now. Did we pick up Evan Engram's 6th-year option? And yes, they did. They picked it up the same time they picked up the 5th-year option for Jabril Peppers. In the back of my mind, that was coming up, and I'm like, yeah, that makes a lot of sense as to why they would want to trade him soon. Listen, I don't know if we want to keep Evan Engram on the team next year. Honestly, I won't be surprised no matter what the outcome happens. At this point, and this is kind of going to get into a little bit of what I want to talk about at the end of the video, I just don't know what's going to happen, and I'm not really surprised by anything that's going to happen. I'm sort of prepared for all scenarios at this point, because I feel like over the past 3 years with the Giants, we've seen all scenarios that could play out with trades and stuff like that. Now, in the NJ.com article, it addresses the same Ian Rappaport quote, whether it was on Twitter or whatever. And then, now this is one on Dave Gettleman, also by Ian Rappaport, and it's regarding whether or not Dave Gettleman will be fired, whether it's in season, at the end of the season, just fired in general. This is what Rappaport said. I just haven't gotten the sense that it's headed towards a firing. I mean, usually when you have a young coach who you like and things don't go well, usually the GM goes first. I haven't gotten the sense that it's headed there as of right now with the Giants. Now, obviously, there have been some roster moves that you would not agree with that have put them in this position. But if you believe that Gettleman was heavily involved in the coaching search and you believe he got the quarterback right, it makes a much more complicated decision to just fire him because of the record. Now, of course, like the other quote, take this one with a grain of salt. Once again, we got no idea where Ian Rappaport is getting this information from. If both of these quotes were taken from like the same, I don't know, the same situation or in the same breath, then, and if his sources are legit, it would be safe to assume he got it from the Giants organization rather than Dave Gettleman's team, because I don't think Dave Gettleman's team would really be saying anything about whether he's going to get fired or whatnot. Once again, take it with a grain of salt though, and I am surprised by this one a lot more, because remember what we all heard John Mara and Steve Tisch say at the beginning of the season, or I should say before the beginning of the season. They hope to be playing meaningful football in December. In other words, they hope to be a relatively successful team this year. That's not the case right now. Now, of course, we could all as Giants fans still argue, but we're still 1.5 games out of first place in the NFC East, because the NFC East is legitimately so trash that the Giants somehow at 1-6 are still not the worst team in the league despite the record saying so. It's like, I wouldn't get our hopes up. I don't think that the owners, given their track record of over the past 5-6 years, would say that 1-6 is a healthy, competitive team. So you know what I'm saying? So I'm surprised by that. Maybe this is another smokescreen as well, and we're still gonna get rid of Gettleman. I don't know what to think about it. I'm just providing it to you guys to get your thoughts on it. And with those two articles out of the way, I just wanted to say I have no idea what's going on with the Giants right now, and I don't have the answers. To be honest with you, I don't think anybody has the answers, whether it's a guy like Ian Rappaport, whether it is an NFL expert on, NFL Network, Fox Sports 1, ESPN, whether it's, one of the YouTube content creators like myself. I don't think anybody has the answers, because over the past 3 years, everybody has sort of thrown their own 2 cents in and throw their own hat into the bundle to try and give an answer to the New York Giants. From 2017 to now, like I said before, we've seen everything happen, especially with this rebuilding phase here. And the reason this is sort of coming up, and I'm sort of bringing it up, is because we don't know what the Giants are going to do at the trade deadline. For all we know, that Marcus Golden trade is the only thing that's going to happen, and that doesn't indicate whether we're a team that still wants to compete for the rest of the year, or a team that's going to go out there, still play the hard games, but not necessarily with the goal of competing and getting first place in the NFC East and getting a playoff berth in mind. We're just competing to get better. Those are the two options ahead right now, in my opinion, and we're not sure what's going to happen. If we start trading a lot of players, the term that's used, if we start selling at the trade deadline, then it's probably going to be the latter of the two options I just listed. If we stay put and we do nothing else, like I said, it doesn't really indicate anything. And then if we, go out there and make some aggressive moves, talking about trading some of our players, yes, but then getting a player in return, maybe somebody that's worth, what we're giving up. Maybe, for example, trading for a blockbuster #1 wide receiver, which at this point, not that many come to my mind. I guess Allen Robinson does, because he's not exactly too happy in Chicago. Then again, Chicago is winning, so I'm not sure if that has changed since when Allen Robinson put that quote out. But if we start making trades for players that could help us now, then it probably points a little bit more towards the first goal. So it's just, I'm not sure where the Giants are right now, even within the bigger picture of the rebuild, because you look at teams like the Cardinals, who basically did their rebuild in like 1.5-2 years since they hired Cliff Kingsbury and they fired Wilkes. They took Kyler Murray, they traded Rosen, and their team has been almost completely turned around this year. Then you look at teams like the Giants, who have rebuilt in more of a traditional, old school type of way, and we're just not sure what the team is right now. You could look at the Bills as well. They kind of rebuild in like 2-3 years. So I'm not sure what the answer is, and once again, it's coming up because of frustration. I'm not giving up on the team though. It's coming up because of, I'm just so perplexed right now. I'm not sure what to think about the team. It's a very confusing time as a Giants fan right now, and I would love your guys' insight. What do you guys think? What is the state of the New York Giants? It doesn't even have to be an answer to the bigger question that I asked at the end, but rather the smaller one. Do you guys think we're going to be competing out there and still trying to get that playoff berth with the first place in the NFC East, as crazy as that sounds, because we're 1-6? Or you think we're just going to go out there, we're going to play the games, we're going to play the games hard, and we're just going to be trying to, improve as a team, whatever happens after, November 3rd, which is when I think is the trade deadline. But let me know what you guys think. Put your comments down below. That's it for now, and I'm out. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. I'll catch y'all in the next one.